Hello. I'm looking for the recorded call. You want to grab me all of the hangers out of his room so I can put away all this laundry? Yeah, I muted for a second. I was talking to my daughter. So, since people don't want the truth to be proven, I figured I would just do it over here, and then I'll just leave the live up, and people can watch it for themselves. I received the completely unredacted call from when Find Out called the police to my house at 12 o'clock at night on July 16th, 2022. So she has continuously told people that, she didn't call and be like, oh, well, her daughter was being groped. Well, you can hear for yourself that that's a complete fucking lie. A complete lie. That's all she continues to say. And throughout the call itself, that is, I just had it pulled up, 5 minutes and 40 seconds, there is probably 20 lies. And she has somebody else on the phone with her. Rather, she three-wayed somebody, or she had the police on one device and somebody else on another, and them both on speaker. I will point out both times that she speaks to somebody else and not the dispatcher. But I am going to play the call in its entirety, and then I'm going to play it again with and I'm going to pause and point out and prove every single lie. I don't know who was on. I did file after I caught on that there was somebody else on the phone. I did file another FOIA to get the phone number that called in to see if it came from her phone number or if it came from the other person's phone. So this is the call in its entirety. Once I play this, like I said, I'll break up and show proof that the entire fucking call was a lie. Just like she posted a video talking about in Indiana, it's illegal to threaten people with court, da 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 da. First of all, I'm not in Indiana, and she knows that. Second of all, nobody is threatening anybody. I received the unredacted call. There is no pausing, there is no muting, there is nothing being taken out, and I can provide factual proof from her own court that the entire call was a lie. It will be dealt with both in civil and criminal court. It is a felony to contact the police under false allegations. Period.
Taylor Police Department, this is Corporal Thursday. How can I help you? This is the police department. How can I help you?
So right there, because it's so quiet, she says, "I think I just witnessed a crime."
I'm sorry, can you speak up? I can talk without screaming. I'm sorry.
She said, "This is as low as I can talk without screaming. I'm sorry." I think it would be as loud as I can talk without screaming. But anyways.
Okay, go ahead. I think I witnessed a registered sex offender grope a little girl online. Do you know where it happened at? At their home. Do you know where that's at? Yes, I have the address.
Not much. I'm gonna play the call in its entirety, and then I'm going to play it again, and I'm going to pause every time she lies, and I'm going to show proof and provide proof that she's lying.
Okay, what's their address? Okay, it's 4814270 Buck Street. Buck? And how did you see this? She was live streaming, and the girl she filmed it herself. You can witness it on her YouTube channel, Magic Jess, at timestamp 1:02:43. And what day did this happen? Today. She's still streaming right now. Do you know what her name is? Jessica Hessler. And how old is she? She's in her 30s, but I don't know the little girl's name. And what's the man's name? Keith Smallman. Keith? Yep. Smallman? Yep. And how do you know he's a registered sex offender? Because they were talking about it. In the video they were talking about it? Yes. And they're acting like it's no big deal. And it's Magic Jess is the YouTube channel? Yep. And the live stream is called, hang on. I'm sorry. It just kind of shook me up a little bit. It's something like LMFAO. Yeah, LMFAO. This is great. It's a live stream, and she's still currently live. Okay, I can't understand what you're calling the video. I'm calling it because the little girl looks like she got groped. No. You said the video had a name, that they named it, and I can't understand what you're saying. Something about FAO? LMFAO. Okay. Great is what it means. Oh, this is great. Yeah, really right. And how old is the little girl in the video? She looks to be maybe 13, 12, maybe. I don't know. And how did he grope her? She was giggling and stuff, and he was reaching behind him, but he grabbed the dress like twice. Like he said, I would rather be safe than sorry. I don't know. And, And how did you come upon this YouTube channel? I was on YouTube, and it just kind of popped up, and it was a weird title, so I was just like, what is this? And I guess I just clicked in the series. And how do you know they're at $14,270? Because you can look it up. She lists her home address. She lists her home address? Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last thing you said. Link to her channel? A link to her channel, okay. What's your last name, ma'am? I would rather remain anonymous. Okay, well, a detective is going to want to talk to you, so I need your information. Yeah, I would like to remain anonymous. You can look at yourself at that timestamp and decide if it's even worth filling out. Okay, well, unfortunately, I don't have the internet. I have to write this up and submit it to the detective and have him look at it because I don't have access to the internet. It's where I am answering the phones at dispatch, and he may have some questions for you if we can't find it. Sorry? You'll be able to find it if you go to Magic Jet. It's live stream. Okay, how do you spell Magic Jet? M-A-J. Okay. Is it J or G? It's G. Magic. M-A-G-I-C-J-E-S-S. One word or is there an underscore? One word. And how are you able to identify the male as Keith Smallman and being a sex offender? She says it. She says his full name in the video? Not in that particular video, but after that I've watched this happened a little bit ago. Okay. Is this a video that was recorded today? Because the timestamp you gave me, 01:02:43, indicates it happened at 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, it says it's 11:34. But no, the timestamp is in today's video that's live right now, and that's the timestamp. 01:02:43. She guys is recording them. What you guys seeing? When that happens, that she moves away from it real quick. You watch it and decide for yourself. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay. So every time that she speaks about this, she claims, she is. And I'm going to show you right now how I know for sure that she is. So every time that she speaks about this, she tells everybody that
I didn't do it. And
she didn't call and say, oh, well, I think she was groped. Okay, this is her saying this.
Well, I didn't do it and say, hey, this dude that's a level 3 registered sex offender is groping his stepdaughter. I said, this is what I felt like I saw being a victim in my childhood myself. I can't sleep at night unless you check it out yourself. Please just watch the video, and if that's what you decide, that's what you decide. But that after doing that, then I felt like, yeah, I can sleep at night. Right. I called the Taylor Police Department. I didn't say, hey, he's touching her inappropriately. What I said was, this is what I've seen on the live. Watch it and you decide. I'm going to let you guys decide if I jumped the gun and I was in the wrong. If I'm in the wrong, I will apologize. But, I'll let y'all decide about that. Okay. You did hear her say, or him say, and when I touched her, I moved my hand out to the other breast. But that's just my opinion. Right? Taylor, please.
That's how she tries to cover it up. Is she'll say, that's my opinion, just right. Now, let's listen to the call. Because you just heard her say, I didn't say this.
This is Corporal Thursday. How can I help you? This is the police department. How can I help you?
Again, she says, I think I might have witnessed a crime.
I'm sorry, can you speak up?
She says, this is as low as I can talk without screaming. I'm sorry. Again, let me put some common sense in. While you talk about Gabby being a 61, the correction would be, this is as loud as I can speak without screaming.
Without screaming, I'm sorry.
She didn't want her husband to hear that she was calling the police.
Okay, go ahead. I think I witnessed a registered sex offender grope a little girl online.
I think I witnessed a registered sex offender grope a little girl online. Word for word verbatim. Didn't you just say that that's not what you said when you called the police? You told them to decide for themselves? Find out.
Do you know where it happened at? At their home. Do you know where that's at? Yes, I have the
So she says, yes, I have the address. She provides my former address.
14270 Buck Street. Buck? And how did you see this? She was live streaming, and the girl she filmed it herself.
She was live streaming, and the girl she told me herself. Bitch, ain't nobody tell you nothing. Nothing. Provide a video clip where I tell you that that's what happened. Oh, I'm getting there, supportive. I'm getting there. Because this is why I'm filing in civil court against her.
You can witness it on her YouTube channel, Magic Jess, at timestamp 1:02:43. And what day did this happen? Today. She's still streaming right now. Do you know what her name is? Jessica Hessler. And how old is she? She's in her 30s, but I don't know the little girl's name.
Lie. She knew exactly how old I was, and she had all of my kids' names. Give me a second, and I'll explain how and why.
And what's the man's name? Keith Smallman. Keith? Yep. Smallman? Yep. And how do you know he's a registered sex offender? Because they were talking about it.
Because they were talking about it.
Did you know they were talking about it?
So, then she says, in the video they were talking about it, and she says, yep. That's really strange. Oh, it should be in my Google Photos. Hang on. So this call was made July 17th of 22. It's not in there. It's got to be on this one. So that's really strange because on May 28th, 4 months before, she had his whole fucking background report posted on Instagram. So why not just report that you know? Because you stalked me. But remember, you're the victim, right? Okay.
Yes. And I acted like it's no big deal. And I'm worried about the little girl.
And she says, and I'm worried about the little girl. Don't be worried about my kids. That's weird bitch behavior.
Magic Jess is the YouTube channel? Yep. And the live stream is called, hang on.
So right here, when she's talking about the name of the live stream, she asks whoever else, do you know?
I'm sorry. It just kind of shook me up a little bit. It's something like LMFAO.
Right there where she just whispered. I know it's kind of hard to hear. I have the actual call posted on my page too if you want to put like earbuds in and listen. But she asked somebody else, do you know? Because she was looking for the title of my live stream.
Oh, this is great. It's a live stream, and she's still currently live. Okay, I can't understand what you're calling the video. I'm calling because the little girl looks like she got groped. You said
I'm calling because the little girl looked like she got groped by a sex offender. Yet again, those are the exact words that you told Lady Red on her live multiple times that you claimed you didn't say.
the video had a name, but they named it, and I can't understand what you're saying. Something about SAO? LMSAO. Okay. All this is great, is what it's saying. All this is great. Yeah, silly, right?
And she says, yeah, silly, right? So me laughing my fucking ass off, oh, this is great, is a silly name, but yet her, shit show, side circus, Ashley's tapeworm, chicken chaser, all of that isn't silly?
And how old is the little girl in the video? She looks to be maybe 13, 12, maybe, I don't know.
13, 12, maybe, I don't know. Again, she knows. I'll get there.
And how did he grope her? She was giggling and stuff, and he was reaching behind him, but he grabbed her breast like twice.
Grabbed her breast like twice.
Like he said, I would rather be safe than sorry. I don't know. And, how did you come upon this YouTube channel? I was on YouTube, and it just kind of popped up, and it was a weird title, so I was just like, what is this? And I guess.
So she says, I was on YouTube, and it just popped up. Why didn't you tell the dispatcher that a week before you called this in, you had filed for your 4th restraining order on me? Why not tell the dispatcher the truth? Why not say, oh, well, I know this information because this woman's been harassing me? Because that's what you tell everybody, right? Why didn't you tell the dispatcher that on April 1st you filed a restraining order that was denied? The end of April, you filed a reconsideration that was denied. Mid-June, you filed your 3rd restraining order with the claims, oh, well, she lives with a registered offender and I'm scared for my grandkids, which was denied. And then right after I got tired of you harassing me online, using your courts to harass me, I filed for a restraining order at the beginning of July, same year. There was court a few days later, which I didn't receive the notice in the mail, but in time for court. So I had to write the judge and request a new date, which they pushed out to September. We had court September 1st. But a week before she made this call, she filed her 4th restraining order on me. Why wouldn't you tell the judge that, or tell this officer that? Just like she claims, oh, it just popped up. Just like when you were recording and broadcasting my children's middle school band performance, and you told the judge, well, I didn't mean to. I was streaming Ashley and it just popped up afterwards. It's weird how everything just pops up afterwards. And again, this is all stuff that will be used against her in civil court. Funny how that's her go-to lie. Oh, it just popped up. It just popped up. No. Why didn't you tell the judge or tell the officer that you and Ella were streaming me that night? Why lie? Why lie? Why not say, oh, well, me and a friend were streaming her when this allegedly took place? So it just pops up on your YouTube. You think that it's a weird title, so you fucking click on it. Why? Lie, more lies.
Then how do you know they're at $14,270? Because you can look it up. She listed her home address.
She says because you can look it up. She listed her home address. No, I didn't. She then goes on to tell an officer of the law that I had my home address linked to my YouTube channel. I have never had my home address linked to my YouTube channel. Never. Again, why not say, oh, well, because in March I posted her fiance at the time, his whole criminal background, his whole personal background, including addresses, phone numbers, family members. Why not say, oh, well, I filed for a restraining order on her last week, and that's how I have her address? Why lie? You know that it is a felony. It is a chargeable criminal jail time offense to call the police knowingly and lie. And you think I'm just going to sit back and keep my mouth shut when I can prove that every time you open your mouth in this call, it's a lie that resulted in 4 officers coming to my home at 12 o'clock at night when those officers could have been responding to something else? It is a crime to waste police resources and falsely request them to respond to a lie.
She lists her home address?
It's linked to her channel.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last thing you said. It's linked to her channel? A link to her channel, okay. What's your last name, ma'am? I would rather remain anonymous.
How'd that work out for you? You'd rather remain anonymous. You allegedly, supposedly watched a child be assaulted, as you claim, and you would rather remain anonymous? If I watched something like that, I would give my whole fucking name with my whole chest. My name, my phone number, my email, my anything that officer may ask for. But that right there, she knew you were on some bullshit.
Okay, well, a detective is going to want to talk to you, so I need your information. Yeah, I would like to remain anonymous. You can look yourself at that timestamp and decide if it's even worth filling out. Okay, well, unfortunately, I don't have the internet. I have to write this up and submit it to the detective and have him look at it because I don't have access to the internet. Where I am, answering the phones at dispatch, and he may have some questions for you if we can't find it. Sorry? You'll be able to find it if you go to Magic Jet. It's Live Jet. Okay, how do you spell Magic Jet? M-A-J. Okay. Is it J or G?
M-A-J? Again, you talk about Gabby 61. You don't know how to spell magic? I'm pretty sure I was taught that in first grade?
It's G, Magic. M-A-G-I-C-J-E-S-S. One word or is there an underscore? One word. And how are you able to identify the male as Keith Smallman and being a sex offender? She says his name and she says it.
She says her name and she says it. Again, lies. I'm glad that you still, despite 14 court orders and being sent to jail and being told that you must continue to work to remove the Instagram account that you have completely quit, thinking that that's just that. You realize cases can be reopened on a court order that still hasn't been followed through with, right? Right. And I'm glad that it has the date that you posted his personal background as March 22nd. So I don't have my live from that night, but I do have Ella's live chat and all, where where Find Out is seen in the live or in the chat, where she says, "Oh, well, I was putting the grandkids to bed." No, you weren't. You were calling my police department. She then says, "Oh, well, they're going to watch the video and see if they need to go out." She never said that. She actually told you the opposite. And like I said, I have all of the court papers from April 1st, 2022, 3 months before she made this call, showing that she filed in court. And in that, she has my name and Keith's name on there. I have her Instagram, like I said, from March 22nd, 2022, where she posted his personal background check. I have the court papers from the end of April, where she asked for reconsideration in court. I have the one from mid-June, where she says that she's in fear because I live with a registered offender, and gives his name. And then I have the one from a week before this, where I filed against her, and that protection order covered me, him, and all 3 of my kids. And in order for it to cover all 3 of my kids, I had to list their names and their ages. So she knew my daughter's name. She knew her real age, but she tried to make it play off like she didn't know. Just like when she said, "Well, it just popped, I opened up YouTube and it just popped up." No, you didn't. You and Ella were streaming me that night. That's how it popped up. So she can try to lie her way out of whatever she wants. This isn't gonna be like restraining order court. This is actual civil court and criminal court. I've been in contact with a sergeant at Taylor PD. And I'm not stopping. These people aren't going to stop doing what they're doing until there is consequences. And there is consequences for calling a police department knowingly lying to them. This woman on the phone with her is an officer. It's not like some regular Joe Blow that answers the phones. This is a actual badged officer. I'm pretty sure that they could actually even get her with interfering in an investigation, because she's calling and alleging that he performed sexual activities and it didn't happen. I even have the body cam footage from that night where they came out, and I played both of Margaret's videos for them, the one where she says she's going to rip me out of my house, and the video that she made. And he says, "Well, I'm going to document it, let them know we were out, and that nothing happened."
She says his full name in the video? Not in that particular video, but after that, I've watched this happened a little bit ago. Okay.
I've watched this happened a little bit ago. Like that right there, it was 2 sentences combined to one, because she's stuttering and stumbling because she knows she's about to get caught lying. Really? You watched this happen a little bit ago. Why didn't you call when it happened right then and there? If you were so concerned for my child, why didn't you call right then and there? Oh, that's right, you did.
Is this a video that was recorded today? Because the timestamp you gave me, 01:02:43, indicates it happened at 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, it says it's 11:34. But no, the timestamp is in today's video that's live right now, and that's the timestamp. 010243. Huh?
Right there. Somebody yells something after the officer reads the time, and she responds back, and she says, huh?
11:40.
Listen.
No, the timestamp is in today's video that's live right now, and that's the timestamp. 010243.
Hear the yell?
Huh?
And she says, huh?
She's recording them. Well, she starts saying, when that happens, that she moves away from it real quick.
She says it happens, and she moves it away real quick.
Watch it and decide for yourself. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
I did. So, like I said, I'm done playing nice. I have another call from when the police surrounded my fucking house. And the caller claims that they're a guardian ad litem and that supposedly he wasn't supposed to be living there, and requesting that officers come out, and 11 officers came out to my home. 11 on a bullshit call, which I received again through FOIA and received the number, and there will be criminal consequences for that as well. This is the other one. This call is from November 17th of 2021. Like I said, when 11 officers came out and responded and surrounded my fucking house, shut down my street. I have both the calls and the body cam footage unredacted. Sorry, I had a hair in my face. And I don't care. I don't care how much money that it costs, because I will seek the money back. For people to be held responsible and accountable for their actions. I gave this person, up until I filed for the phone number, to contact me and apologize, and they didn't want to do so. If they apologized, I was going to let it slide. If we could talk like grown adults, but you didn't want to do that. So now there will also be civil and criminal consequences for this call as well, because it's all lies. Everything that they say is fucking lies. So it's silent, because when Taylor Police calls you back, they call private. So she received a private call. She answers. She doesn't say anything for a minute, and then she says hello, and then he says, Taylor Police, I'm calling you back. Blah blah blah.
Hello. It's Taylor Police Dispatch calling. You had called reference a welfare check, and we were waiting for you to call back. You never did. Okay. Somewhere you needed us to do on a tip line just a moment ago. Okay. Where do you need a welfare check done? Well, it is 2 juveniles living with the...
Incorrect. There was 3. My oldest at the time was 16. I don't know that it's necessarily somebody who left, as much as somebody that is probably listening to all of the bullshit and thinks like, oh, well, if I reach out to her and I say, you know, look, it was me. I shouldn't have fucking did it. I'm sorry. You know, this is why I did it. Like whatever it is that they say, right? Thinking, oh, I'm just going to make a video and blast it. And I said, I wouldn't even make a fucking video. I wouldn't even tell anybody who it was. But I had to file another FOIA to receive the phone number. And just like when I caught on that when Find Out called, there was somebody else on the phone, I filed another FOIA for the phone number for that call to see if it comes back to her number or the other person on the phone. But I've had a lot of like OG people message me and be like, oh, that's not me. That's not my voice. Blah, 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 whatever. So I'm sure that somewhere, somebody probably, you know, still talks to people. But I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'm going to leave this live up. Maybe the person who did it will see it and can reach out to me. My email address is still the same as it's always been, magicjess87@gmail.com. You can send me an email. You can reach out to me on TikTok. However, whatever. But I can promise you, I've been working with a sergeant at Taylor Police because of the fact that it is illegal to call knowingly. I have to obviously provide proof to them showing that the caller knew that they were lying, which is all being done. A lot of shit's already been sent over to the sergeant regarding Find Out because I had it all. I've had it because of court and everything else.
Convicted sex offender. And here is the address.
And I can tell you right now that this call was made because of fucking Margaret Villain. Everything that she's reading off of, I was forwarded an email that Villain sent to everybody that included pictures of Keith, pictures of my car, his criminal record, the registry of case actions for the case out of Wayne County, the case information for my divorce with my ex-husband, a search that was done on my ex-husband, the case of registry on my child support information. I don't know if I said it or not. Photos of my car, my address and my plate number completely unedited. I got sent the fucking email where she was sending it to everybody. And everything that this caller is reading off of is all of the same shit that Margaret sent to everybody via email.
It is 14270 Buck Street. B as in boy, Buck Street. And that's in Taylor. Mm-hmm. The offender is Keith Smallman. His last verification registered to that address with his now fiance, who shares that address. The last verification was on 6/1 of this year. All of the vehicle registered to this offender is her car, is his car. It's a shared vehicle. And currently there are 3 children, but one is over the age of 18.
Incorrect.
But there are 2 juveniles. And one of his offenses was sexual acts against a 14-year-old or younger.
Incorrect.
Okay. Okay, your name? May I remain anonymous? I am a guardian of items. So, okay. I don't. How do we have this information?
So if she was a real GAL, she would know that legally she cannot withhold her name. Just saying. She can also, if she is a GAL, lose her job because you cannot call using your job profession on other children that are not assigned to your caseload.
I was given an email, and then I researched all myself, public information, cross-checked everything, sir. That's what I do. So. Okay, and what are you? I'm a guardian ad litem. So basically, I am a representative, goes to court, represents children who are in such circumstances who have been either removed from parents, guardian situations, things as such. And it's guardian AD, and then it's litem. Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. You got the, who was the email from? Who was the email from? Yeah, you said you had an email. Yeah, I don't remember her name at the moment. But it's information. I'm not wasting your time. I've done my cross-check. Yes, I understand what you're saying. Trying to get as much information as possible. I understand. I truly don't know this person very, very well, but she said, hey, I heard, aren't you a guardian ad litem? Can you check into this information? Are you out of state?
So right here she says she's in Florida.
Okay. And what state do you reside in? I currently live in...
I don't know why they redacted it,
but I hope that doesn't, block any relevancy to it. It does not. Okay. It does not. Do we have Mr. Smallman's full name? Let me just look right here. I have all of his records right here. Let's see. If you hold on just a moment. And the date of birth, if you might have it. 12/8/1984. Okay. 6'1". Is he a white male? 90 pounds. White male. Okay. Blonde, strawberry blonde. 190 pounds, blue eyes. Okay. Current fiance, her name? Sure. The first name is Jessica. Last name, Hessler. Hessler. Okay, that's Henry Edward Frank, Sam Lincoln Edward Robert. It's double Sam in the middle. Double Sam? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we do not have a middle name for Mr. Smallman? I am currently looking through these files. I don't see a middle name. Do we have names of the children by chance? I do not. Okay. All right, ma'am, we will check. I appreciate it. All right. Hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. You as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Funny that she tells the officer to have a wonderful Thanksgiving and then proceeds to traumatize the shit out of my kids by having my house surrounded on false allegations. But none of this shit happened, right? Anytime that I brought it up, I've all, oh, it wasn't like that, blah, blah, blah. I'm just a liar. Well, police records don't lie. So, I'm tired of keeping my mouth shut. I'm tired of letting people walk all over me. So, it will be dealt with. If you don't fucking like it, don't call my police department and lie. Just like I have videos recent that Find Out is still trying to locate my current home address. Or, telling people, well, it still comes back that she's living with him. Well, because that was the designated address that I gave to the state of Michigan. Being that that's the address that all of these weird motherfuckers on the internet know, that will be my home address forever. Forever. Even while they continue to stalk him, and after he moves out, that will still be my home address so that people can't use the internet to look me up. And I'm allowed to do that because I'm a victim of domestic violence. I'm also a victim of repeated stalking. So, that is that. I'm going to now get off, finish putting away my son's clothes, and I'm going to leave this up so that anybody can come back and take a peek at it whenever they want to. And then maybe that whoever that made this call will see it on here. And if they want to reach out and take accountability, then they won't be in the same boat that other people are about to be in. Because I'm done playing with people. I'm tired of it. You're not going to affect my kids. You're not going to send the police to my home under bullshit fake allegations and think that you're going to get away with it. Period. I hope everybody has a great Friday. We're under a freeze warning, so it's going to be really shitty. And happy May. Our May is not starting off well. It should be sunny and warm by now, but instead we're freezing. So that's all for now. Toodles.